Hi, it's Karen. If you're joining me, today is Christmas. Merry Christmas. The recipe I am sharing with you today is creamy potato casserole, and it is delicious. It is great for the holidays or, of course, any other time. It's delicious. Well, the first thing we need to do is we need to get a 13 by 9 by 2 inch baking dish, which I have right here. We are going to go ahead and use butter. And I'm going to go ahead and grease my pan on the bottom and the sides. And now we're going to go ahead and go over here on the stovetop. Let's go. First thing we need 6 potatoes. Now they can be like medium size. Of course, some of these may be large. I'm just using what I got, but just definitely 6 like russet style potatoes. Now we are going to go ahead and wash these and scrub them. You know, if you don't have a scrub brush, to scrub your potatoes, you could just use water and try to scrub over and get as much of the dirt removed as possible. Now that I have scrubbed the potatoes, I have taken a large pot and I've put some water into it. We are going to go ahead and have our heat on high. We want to have the potatoes boil. We want to be able to use a fork and just barely go into the potato. We don't want the potato mushy, because what we're going to be using these potatoes for, we're actually going to be grating them. So like I said, we definitely do not want them, all the way cooked. So I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for about 10 minutes and see if I can pierce them a little bit with a fork. They may take a little bit longer, but that's where I'm going to start with. It's been 10 minutes and I've tried to pierce it with a fork. It's kind of a little difficult. So I'm going to go ahead and do it another 5 minutes. Again, we don't want it to, like when we pierce it, like it goes straight through the potato, just because then it might be too mushy to grate. So I'll go ahead and do this and we'll see if it gets a little bit more tender. Now that it's been 15 minutes, I can definitely get my fork through there. As you can see, some of the skin coming off. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat and remove the pan from the burner. And then we are going to go ahead and take these pot of potatoes and drain them in a colander. Now that I've drained the water from the potatoes, we are going to allow them to cool. This could take up to 30 minutes until you're actually able to hold the potato in your hand. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes and I'm able to at least pick up the potato without being burned. So we're going to go ahead and peel off the skin. Now you might be able to just use your hand like I started to and peel it off. If not, you can go ahead and use a knife. We'll go ahead and do that to all the potatoes, and we'll also go ahead and start our oven and preheat it to 350 degrees. Now that I've got all the skins off the potato, we are going to go ahead and shred the potato with a shredder. Put it into a large bowl. I'm going to go ahead and work on this. Now that I got all the potatoes shredded, we're going to go ahead and push this bowl aside, and we are going to go ahead and get a frying pan on the stovetop. I'm taking a small frying pan, or you could use a medium one, and I'm going to be melting half a cup of butter. It is unsalted butter. While the butter is melting, we need to go ahead and cut up half an onion. I'm using a yellow onion, so I'll do that now. Now that I have chopped up my half an onion, I'm going to go ahead and add it in with the butter and get it to sauté the onion as the butter melts. I have my heat over about medium heat. I am sautéing my onion until it is translucent. Now that the onions are translucent, we're going to go ahead and take it off the stovetop. We are going to go ahead and pour the onions and the butter into our grated potatoes, and then we're going to stir it. Now that I have mixed up the butter and the onions, we are going to go ahead and add in 1 pint of sour cream, which is equal to, 2 cups. I am using Daisy sour cream. I just think it tastes better, but it's whatever sour cream you want to use. I'm going to add that in there and mix it into the potatoes. Now that I have the sour cream mixed into the potatoes, we are going to take 2 cups of Colby Jack cheese, which I have shredded right here. And we're going to mix that up into our potatoes here. Now we need to add in 1 teaspoon of salt and then 1 teaspoon of pepper, and just mix it up into the potatoes. Now we need to take the potato mixture and put it into our buttered 13 by 9 by 2 inch baking dish. Now that our potatoes are in the baking dish, we need to go ahead and put it in our 350-degree oven for 45 minutes. Then I will show you when it's done. The creamy potato casserole is all done. I'll show you what it looks like on a plate. Here, I just wanted to show you the potato casserole up close. Again, you could pair it with anything. I paired it with some honey ham. You could do it with meatloaf, hamburgers, etc. Well, this was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead. I hope you have a good day.